Okay, King, it's that time again where we need to ask you for all of the picks for Week 6 of the NFL 2016 season. So winners only, please.
Yeah, of course.
First game is Thursday night. It's the Denver Broncos against your San Diego Chargers.
Yeah, and because of that, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. Yeah, Chargers just can't close games out, and I think that Simeon's going to be back this week, so they're going to be more comfortable on offense as well this week.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, as about your Chargers, let's have my Steelers going to Miami to face the Dolphins.
And that's an easy game to pick. I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not sold on the Miami Dolphins.
Okay. Then we've got San Francisco with Colin Kaepernick quarterback in this weekend against Tyrod Taylor in Buffalo.
Yeah, the Kaepernick announcements, I think, probably a positive one.
It's about time.
Yeah, and I think, and also with, there's been some, a lot of things gone on with Kaepernick this season, so it's probably quite nice it will be quite nice to see him come in and actually start some games.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get off to a winning start, and I think that they're going to lose.
Oh, the Bills, okay.
The Bills, yeah.
Okay, so Jacksonville had a week off after winning in London.
Yeah.
They're going to Chicago, the Windy City.
The Windy City, yeah.
To face the Bears.
Yeah. Although
are they going to breeze past the Bears?
Oh, nice wind pun. The Windy City looked like Baltimore though this weekend.
Did it?
Yeah. Do you not see all the field goals just blowing off?
Yeah.
I think that the Jaguars are coming off the bye are going to beat the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the LA Rams, after bit of a stinker against the Bills, they're heading to Detroit to face the Lions.
Yeah.
Who squeaked the Eagles.
They did, and I want to be wrong about this, but I'm still not sold that Stafford is consistent enough to win multiple games in a row, and I feel like he's going to be under duress with that defensive line.
Am I right in saying that Marvin Jones got the most receiving yards of any receiver so far this year?
I haven't checked that, so you could be right. Are you right?
I'm right.
It sounded like a loaded question. Well, good for him. Good for him. I don't think that's going to help them. I feel like the Rams are going to win.
Okay. Cincinnati are heading to New England to actually give the Patriots a game.
Yeah, and they will not do that. They are going to lose quite comfortably to the Patriots.
Okay.
I feel like Brady's back, obviously. Gronk seems to have suddenly become healthy since Brady's back as well. Strange that, isn't it? And that sort of two-headed monster of Bennett and Gronk is going to be tough for any team to stop.
Okay. Carolina are heading to New Orleans, where they're like a shootout.
They do.
Who's winning this game?
Carolina.
Okay.
I went against them last week, and I was right to do so. I just feel like they are too strong a team to continue losing games.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
You'd hope. I said if they went 1-1 over the next 2 games, they wouldn't make the playoffs,
and
which means they've already lost 1 game. So my prediction is they're not going to make the playoffs. I just think they're going to win this game.
Okay. So you got Baltimore heading just up the coast to the New York Giants.
Yeah, this is a really tough game to pick. I think that the Giants are going to get back on track offensively and defensively. With Steve Smith out, it's going to be, they've got some weapons there. Jenkins is playing really well, 2 interceptions last week. I feel like they'll be able to keep the Ravens in check.
No honeymoon for Morningweg then?
No, I don't think so. I just, it's a really tough game. I'm just going to go with a home victory.
I'm not going to argue with that one.
No.
Cleveland Browns, apparently still an NFL team. They're heading to Tennessee to face the Titans.
Yeah, I'm more.
Who are usually the Titans.
Yeah, I'm more sold on the Titans. They had a fantastic game this week. If Mariota can keep that up, then they could cause some inroads in their division. But they are going to win against the Browns this week.
Okay. Philadelphia heading to Washington to face the Skins.
Yeah, sort of rival game. Divisional matchup. I think that Carson Wentz is going to get back on track, and they are going to beat the Redskins in Washington.
Yes. Okay.
That was a tough one to pick, though. It was, but I'm going to stick with them.
All right. Kansas City, they had a bye week. They're facing the Raiders in Oakland. So that's 2 straight home games for the Raiders. What's happening there?
Even with the bye week, I think it's going to be tough because the Ravens are on a bit of a roll, really. They made a bit of a meal of the Chargers this week, but...
What, you mean the Raiders?
The Raiders, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. The Raiders are going to win this because they are slowly becoming one of the more clutch teams in the NFL. And it's, I know it's that whole cliche, you've got to play for 60 minutes, but you really have to against them, otherwise they are going to claw their way back into games.
2 good receivers, and now with Jalen Richard,
yep.
looks like a good running back as well.
Yeah, and some of the, we touched on in the podcast, if you guys want to check it out, how much Carl Joseph's improved and really emerged as well as a sort of dynamic rookie safety.
Yeah. The Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott heading to Green Bay to face the Packers.
Yeah, Packers are really strong against the run so far this season, which is what the Cowboys' offense is predicated on.
Yep.
I just trust that offensive line more than I trust the Packers' defensive line.
That star's coming up a lot.
It is coming up a lot, and so far it's been right to. They keep winning games, so I'm going to stick with them to beat the Packers. 3 games left then, King. Yeah.
First is the Atlanta Falcons, who just did a number on the Broncos. They're heading to Seattle now. It doesn't get any easier to face the Seahawks.
No, it doesn't. And I think they're going to lose to the Seahawks.
Oh, okay.
I think the Seahawks will win this one. I think they're just a little bit more athletic on defense in the linebackers and also their safeties, which means they'll be able to alleviate some of the problems that the Falcons caused with Coleman.
Yeah.
And if they can do that, I think they've also got some, the safeties and corners, like I said, are so strong that I think they'll be able to keep Jones in check to some extent. You can never really stop that guy.
That should have been the Sunday night game.
Yeah,
but what is the Sunday night game is the Indianapolis Colts heading to the Houston Texans.
Yeah, 2 underperforming teams so far. Yeah. And also they're performing well in different areas. So they're underperforming as a whole, but without Andrew Luck, the Colts would be terrible. And without what has been a decent defense actually so far and some really dynamic play from their wide receivers, the Texans have been poor. But I just feel that the Texans are more rounded than the Colts are, so they're going to win.
Yeah, and the Monday night game, talk about underperforming, the New York Jets are heading to the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, both teams are. I think that the Cardinals are going to win that one.
Okay.
I think they're performing slightly better than the Jets.
No love for the Jets?
Not at the moment. No, they're not performing well
questions.
enough. They're not performing well enough to have any love from me, sadly.
The Vikings have had enough of winning, so they're going to take a bye week, and the Bucks as well. Well, there you go, guys. If you agree with the King, or more importantly, disagree with those picks, then make sure you contact us on Twitter at Jim and the King, also on Instagram. Go to jimandtheking.com to find all of our archived podcasts and videos and blogs as well. And check out the Jim and the King NFL podcast every Tuesday.
Thank you very much.